So, guys, good morning. Welcome to the Diamond Factory. This is the call we have Tuesday through Friday, where we wake up with like minded, all of us on a positive road, and we want to keep it that way. That's why we wake up to each other and then we talk and we share some nuggets that you can carry throughout your day. And this being Black History Month, I'm going to read you a quote sent in by our own Winnie Lewis. And it says, if you want the cooperation of humans around you, you must make them feel they are important. And you do that by being genuine and humble. That's right. That was given to us by the great Nelson Mandela. And let's keep that thought in mind. Bringing out the best in people lets you make sure you let them know how you feel and to make sure they feel important. Make sure you compliment them and be genuine and humble in doing so. And so I'm going to get out of the way and bring on our speaker, our VP of Training and Development, someone I've known 10 years, over 10 years now, but I'm saying I pursued him for 10 years to be in my business. And you can ask him, did I bug him? Did I hinder him? No, I pursued him. I met him. I saw him. I introduced him to a business. He joined for a little while, didn't really get off to the start I knew he was capable of. But when I talked to him, he said, you know what? When you get bring me something that's founded by us, for us, then you got my ear. So you know what happened back in April of 2019, when Connor was born, and guess who's been on board ever since? Our own VP of Training, Coach Dan. Are you out there?
I am out here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Good morning, and look at this. I'm telling you, it is so beautiful out here today. I can see the glistening sun hitting against the bright white snow. It feels amazing. I feel amazing. You all are amazing. Miss Phyllis, of course, you know you are absolutely fantabulous. You and our co-founders, we just love you and we appreciate you. And I appreciate that quote that you gave um, for about Mandela. I appreciate it. But here's the thing. So what I want to talk about this morning, and what I prepared to talk about this morning, is the leading entrepreneur. I want to talk about the leading entrepreneur, the entrepreneur that leads. Because one of the things that I've realized is that um, in order to be successful in business, in order to scale business, in order to grow business, in order to expand business, it's impossible to do business by yourself. You can't do it alone. You will always be self-employed, and that means if you're not working, you're not eating. The difference between a doctor uh, that uh, that has his own practice and he sees 100% of his patients is that when that doctor is not working, that doctor is not eating. But if he owned a practice and he had 4 or 5 doctors under him, that doctor can choose to work or not and still make money. That's the difference between being self-employed and being a business owner. It's based on how you lead as an entrepreneur and how you build your business. To be able to do more, you got to utilize people. And there's some things that I want to talk about as it pertains to the leading entrepreneur. The leading entrepreneur. One of the things that a leader must have, and to not have it is detriment, is that a leader must have a belief in what he or she is doing and confidence that they can get it done. Let me say that again. A leader must have a belief. A leading entrepreneur must have a belief in what he or she is doing and the confidence that it's actually that they can get it done. I was having a conversation, and you guys know I teach from the livelihood of my children. I was having a conversation with Josiah this morning during our dad chat. Every morning we spend about 15 minutes of dad chat. And this morning we were talking about the fact that Josiah plays differently based on the team that he's on. On one team, Josiah could drop 15 points. He could do a double-double. He's leading the floor. He's directing traffic. He's doing all of those things. But then he'll get the team, and he becomes this role player that doesn't look like the same. And the difference is, number one, his belief in what he's doing and his confidence that he could get it done. And so you as a leader must have the belief in what you're doing and the confidence you get it done. The second thing is you got to have a desire to win. There has to be a competitive edge on the inside of you that you're working from. If you're going to be successful, you have to have a desire to win. You have to have a desire to compete. You have to have a desire to say that, hey, I am going to be the best. So number one, you must have belief and confidence. Number two, you must have a desire to win. Here's the third thing. And some of this I may have shared a year and a half ago or whatever the case may be. But I'm noticing some things. The third thing is this. You must have an unbelievable work ethic. You must have unbelievable work ethic. You hear all the time Boss Lady, Miss Phyllis, all of them talking about team no sleep. What that is an unbelievable work ethic. It is almost some would call it being a workaholic. The truth of the matter is when you function at that level, then you're going to get a lot of things done a lot quicker, and you're going to begin to function at a higher level of efficiency. The business that we're in, you guys, is not a business that is exempt from hard work. It's exempt from hard work. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not that, oh, I do a little bit, I'm gonna get a lot. No, you must have an unbelievable work ethic. Now, here's the next thing. The leading entrepreneur must be able to motivate, must be able to inspire, they must have what I like to call a contagious spirit, where the people that they're leading and the people that are on their team positions it's like fire that they feed off the energy of that leading entrepreneur. Energy matters. And people feed off your energy. Yesterday, Coach Dan, energy was low. I shouldn't have engaged with anybody because every person that I engaged with yesterday, they felt my low energy and they fed off of that energy. And that's not good for a leader. So a leader must be able to nurture and must be able to inspire and empower those that they lead. That's the leading entrepreneur. Here's the next one. The next one is you got to accept responsibility. I've had you do self-checks all the time. Could things be the way they are because you're the way you are? Not the system, not the product's not working, not customer support is not doing what it's supposed to do, not the compensation plan is not good enough. The truth of the matter is, could things be the way they are because you're the way you are? And what can you change about you that can change the things around you? This is personal integrity. When you're able to accept personal responsibility for the success or failure of your own life. And let me tell you what personal integrity produces. Personal integrity produces public credibility. So when you accept responsibility, when you are able to admit your faults, when you are able to admit that you're wrong, when you're able to admit that you messed up, it creates a certain level of credibility amongst your peers. It creates a certain level of trust. And as a leading entrepreneur, you must operate in that vein. The next thing is this. You must celebrate those victories. You must reward achievements. As you set goals and you achieve those goals, you must reward yourself. You must reward your team. We talked about this before. You must reward your team because those rewards becomes motivation in the now to push for the next. Come on, let me say that again. When you reward accomplishments, when you reward goals, that becomes the motivation in the now, where you are, to push towards the next, where you desire to be. And so that's very important. The next thing is this. Let me tell you guys something. Here's what I learned. And here's what I'm learning. And I'm growing through it. In business, there will be disappointment. You're not going to get an A on every exam. As much as I like to be a straight A student, there are moments that I got B's. There are moments that I did not miss, that I missed the mark. But I can't allow those moments of disappointment, those moments of falling short, to create a pessimistic mentality and attitude that push me in a position to want to quit or give up. I must maintain optimism at all times, no matter what's going on. So that means whatever state you're in, no matter what's going on, you're content because you know that state is temporary. Come on, let me say that again. Whatever conditions that's going on around you, whatever it is that you're dealing with, the truth of the matter is you are content because you know that what you're dealing with is temporary and better is still possible. So you have to have that mindset. You have to have that mindset that you have moments where you fall short. But those moments that you fall short are not the total summation of who you are. They're just moments, and those moments don't last forever. And the next one is that you must be committed to excellence. You must be committed to excellence. You cannot be okay with mediocrity. You cannot be comfortable with just enough. You must make a commitment, a strong commitment to excellence, because excellence is attractive. Are y'all hearing me? Let me say that again. Excellence is attractive. When there's a presentation of excellence, it increases the value of the presenter. Is this making sense? So you have to do what you do, but do it in excellence. The next one is organization. You have to have a system. You have to be organized. So we've given you a system, but now you have to organize yourself within the framework of that system. How many calls per day am I going to make? How many face-to-face meetings am I going to have? How many Zoom parties am I going to do? That's all organization. What is my follow-up system? How do I follow up with those that I call? How often do I follow up with them? That's organization. All of these things are important for the leading entrepreneur. And so as I close, I'm going to give you this quick recap because I only got 60 seconds. Here's the 60-second recap. Number one, you must believe in what you're doing and have the confidence that you can get it done. Number two, you must have a desire to win. Number three, you must have an unbelievable work ethic. Number four, you must have the ability to motivate and inspire. Number five, you must be willing to accept responsibility. Number six, you must reward small achievements of goals. Number seven, you must maintain a mindset of optimism. Number eight, there must be a commitment to excellence. And number nine, you must have and or develop strong organizational skills in order for you to be successful. I believe that if you embrace these 9 traits, these 9 principles of the leading entrepreneur that I just gave you today. I believe that you will be successful in every aspect of your life. I believe that your business will be able to go to the next level. Listen, that's my time. I'm going to yield back to Miss Phyllis. God bless y'all. Have a supernaturally Wakana kind of day. And until next time, as always, prosper.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Carl took copious notes so that I can utilize this. Hope you guys did the same. Have a few announcements for for today. Today is Wednesday. We'll be back here at 6:30 for a training with Coach Dan, and then Why Wakana comes on at 7, and then Dr. Rita's medical board advisory board will be talking about products and and how they interact with us. And I see that we have Minister Willie Mooney on, as we normally do, and I'm going to unmute him and let him tell you about the first class. Not the first round of coaches and the class that they're having today. Minister Mooney, could you speak on that? I've unmuted you.
Great morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Well, what's wonderful about today is at 3 o'clock, all those who have signed up to be coaches for the first class, within that first class, are invited. If they're in the Chicagoland area, they're invited to the dispensary to do a live coaching regarding the scan, being a part of a live training. It will also be, everyone should check their email, because the email was sent out, because it will also be live. There will be a link that you can click in for Zoom. And this is only involving coaching. So if anybody has already signed up to be a coach as part of that first class, or the Flat Belly Lifestyle, you can expect to see that email, as well as if you're in the Chicagoland area. I repeat that at 3 o'clock, you can be at the dispensary and be a part of that live training.
And I'll repeat again, and you make sure this is right for me. This is only for the first class?
Yes, this is only for the first class.
First class of coaches. So if you're in the second class, the class is going on now. This is not a class for you. Just wanted to make that clear.
Yep, this is only for. Thank you.
Okay, I hope Dan is still on, because I just want to remind Mooney and Dan that we have a call after this call. So guys, go out and have a phenomenal Wakana kind of day. See you back here in the morning. Bye-bye now.